then. Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of this workshop. We are going to start another element today, which is the earth element. Okay, now before we begin, I want to show you where we are right now, 2 more to go. So first we had the solar plexus. If you can see this, these are the chakras and how the elements are related to chakras. So first we had the solar plexus, which is the Manipur chakra right here, the yellow. And yesterday we were at the heart chakra, the Anahat. And today we will be doing the earth element, which is the base, the Muladhara chakra. Okay. So this is just to give you an idea how this works. The chakras have they are related to the elements. So everything is interlinked in nature. So let's begin. Now, earth is called Prithvi or Bhumi in Sanskrit and Hindi. Now, earth means it's not just soil that we see earth, it's not soil alone. And the composition of earth is 12% in human body. Okay, so it is represented by groundedness. So when we say earth, we should be understanding in spiritual and yogic terms, it means grounding. And it also, because grounding comes with stability, and with stability comes strength. So all these qualities are interrelated. And then we can see permanence in earth and patience and security, right? Now, how do we see the earth element as in regards to nature? The first and the most important and the most common will be the force of gravity, because of which we are able to sit, because of which we are able to stand and walk and not fly around, right? So the force of gravity is the first and the foremost way to connect with earth element. And then this connection will bring us to the true self, our primary self. If we try to understand while walking or while sitting or standing, if we are able to feel the earth beneath us, this will help us to connect with the true nature, ourselves, the primary nature. Okay. Now we do lose connection with the earth by sitting indoors, by driving cars, and by wearing shoes. These are the very common elements through which we lose connection with the earth. So the moment we step out, the moment we remove the shoes and step out bare feet, or the moment we sit down on natural earth, that is the most easiest way we are able to reconnect with the nature, because human bodies and nature are interconnected. We are interdependent on each other, but there are certain ways we lose connection with the natural elements. And with the earth element, just like I mentioned, wearing shoes, which we are going to talk about later, how wearing shoes can make us lose connection with the earth, and driving and remaining indoors most of the time, away from natural environment. This can lead us to many imbalances in the body, mind, emotions, and feelings also. Okay, now reconnecting to earth means, simple meaning of reconnecting to earth means simplifying our life. So it also means letting go, and it also means coming back to the original primary self. So it's very important that we reconnect to earth, and you will be surprised how important it is when we talk about in the later sections. Now, how can we manifest earth in the body? Through Muladhara chakra, the base chakra of human body, which is this one. So it is located here in the body. right here. This is the Mooladhara chakra, and it is the first chakra. We always look at chakras from bottom to the top. So this is the first chakra, and this chakra is responsible for stability and grounding of a human body, human mind, right? All the solid structures in human body like bones, teeth, hair, and nails, muscles, all are represented by the earth element. Okay. Now, when this element is in balance and when it gets imbalanced, what happens? So, when this earth element is in balance, we will feel more stability in our body and mind. We will feel grounded, closer to the real self. And once we are grounded, we will naturally move away from materialism. It happens naturally, right? We will be more peaceful, patience. We will show a lot of patience in our personality and security. And what happens when this element goes out of balance? It's just the opposite. We will feel fatigue. We will be feeling weakness in different parts of the body, and we will be more materialistic. It's just the opposite of stability and lack of energy. And there could be issues with the skin, there could be issues with nails, teeth, hair, different types of problems, issues arising. That's due to the imbalance of earth element in the body. Okay. Now, how can we connect through our senses to the earth element? Now, touch is the most important, and this is where I think most of our time of today's session will be focused on. So, touch, through our skin, the first and the most important and most significant feature is earthing or grounding. And grounding doesn't mean just sitting or standing on the ground. When we are bringing the body, bare body, in contact with the earth, we are allowing the electrical charge in the earth to enter our body. Now, um, earth is unlimited source of negative electrical charge, which is a natural negative electrical charge. And this negative electrical charge is allowed to enter the body when we bring our body in direct contact with the earth, which is natural earth, right? Not a plastic surface on the ground or any other wooden surface. No, bare earth. If we are walking bare feet, this is the best way to bring our bodies in contact with the earth. And now, since the earth is unlimited source of negative electrical free electrons, the moment we are spending time on earth with bare body, these we are allowing those electrical free electrons to enter our body. Now, the internet, the Wi-Fi, all the gadgets, these are positively charged and we use them throughout our lives, right? And these are the ones which are detrimental to our health. So, in order to neutralize the effect of these free radicals, we need to have a negatively charged free electrons supply in the body. And that can only come from the earth, which is freely available to us, given to us by nature, only if we are ready to use it. Now, what prevents us to take this stock of free electrons from the earth? The most important and most common is shoes. We are wearing shoes, and 99.9%, 999% of the shoes have rubber soles. Now, rubber is the bad conductor of electricity. We all know that. Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes, we do.
do we all understand bad conductor of electricity?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't let electricity to pass through it. Like an electrician will wear a rubber gloves when he's working. Why? Because he wants to prevent himself from electric shocks, right? So now we are wearing shoes which always have rubber soles, and we are walking on the ground. We are walking in the parks and on the earth with wearing those shoes. And the rubber insoles of the shoes will prevent the electric charge coming from the earth to enter our body. We might think we are in nature and we are enjoying nature, but we are not able to connect with the earth element at that time. We might be enjoying nature with the eyes, with the sound, and everything else, but in order to be able to balance the systems in the body, we do need the electromagnetic charges that are coming from the earth to enter our body. And that can only happen if we are walking bare feet. Now, there are other ways also. You can walk, you can sit on the ground, allow the maximum amount of body to come in contact with bare earth. So, there are people who would like to sleep on earth, right, on the floor in their homes. There are people back in India who like to sleep on earth. They use cotton beddings because that is a good conductor of electricity, and they are sleeping on earth. And if I don't know how many of you are aware of this. In temples, this is a very common sight. People, they lie down on the ground in order to just out of devotion, and that is called Sashtang Pranam, which means all the entire body, the front of the body is in touch with the earth. So all the major points in the body are touching the ground, and that does wonders to the body, right? So allow your body to come in contact with the earth as much as possible in a day. This will allow you to absorb the the negative free electrons coming from the earth into your body through your feet or through the rest of the body. Another good way is gardening. So when you are out in your backyard, in your garden, just allow your hands to touch the soil. You can press your hands in the soil and just keep your hands there. Or maybe do gardening bare feet. So you are absorbing those electric currents from the earth through your hands and feet both, right? You can sit down and have food. So avoid using the chairs and dining tables. You can sit down on earth, cross your legs, and eat your food every time. Different ways you can allow your body to be in contact with the earth. Okay. Now, this when the more you are connected to the earth, the more you will be able to neutralize the positive ions which are found in all the gadgets because they emit currents which are found in Wi-Fi, internet, throughout the house and throughout the buildings we are moving in. So this will help us to balance the systems in the body. Connecting with the earth has only one meaning, balance, and that is grounding. Okay, so that's very, very important for us to be spending time bare feet and allow the body to touch the bare earth as many. And living in country as we are living here, we don't get enough
Yeah.
to be out. So in summer and spring, try as much as you can to walk bare feet whenever you can. Okay. All right. Any so far? No?
I have quick question.
Yeah.
Um, is it limited to just like outside or within our home if we walk barefoot on the floor? Even that's considered.
Yeah. See, bare feet walking within the home is is helpful. It is going to strengthen your feet, the muscles and the little connections, the little joints in the feet. It is good, but it is not natural earth, right? So natural walking on natural earth is very, very useful, but walking at home bare feet is also helpful. So this will strengthen the muscles of the feet and give you more uh, standing and sitting power, because we are wearing shoes all the time, and most of the time it's work, due to work or any other reason we are sitting. So when we are walking bare feet or even sitting bare feet out or in the house will help the feet and the legs. Yeah. But it is not considered to be grounding because it is not natural earth. So walking in the grass, walking in the mud, and don't be worried about your feet getting dirty, but just think of the bigger picture and try to be bare feet as long as you want, as long as you can. Okay. So that was through touch, how we can come in contact with the earth. And the next one is taste. Now, the sweet and the sour tastes are represented by the earth element. Now, the right balance of taste has been explained in Ayurveda. This is the traditional Indian medicine, herbal medicine, the science of herbal medicines. Now, these sweet taste will always nourish the body. Now, sweet does not mean sugar always. There are natural sugars that are coming in the fruits and veggies. And we are not talking, when we talk about sweet taste today, we are not talking about white sugar. Okay? We are talking about the natural sugars that occur in, let's say, basil, let us say rice, milk, cashews, let us say dates, right? Maybe cinnamon, right? And melons, beetroots. So these sweet tastes, which are occurring naturally, nourish the body and mind. And then sour taste is represented by grapefruits, tomatoes, lemons. We all know that, and vinegar, bread, pickles, something like that. So all these both tastes represent the earth element. So the more we are into natural eating, and we are able to absorb the natural sweetness that are coming in these fruits and veggies. And sight. Sight is simply paying attention to the nature, paying attention to the earth, paying attention to trees around you, leaves, and the kind of soil, the color of the soil. This is how we can come in contact with the earth through our eyes and sight. Okay? Sound. Sound is there is one natural sound that is emitted by the earth all the time. It is a very low frequency vibrations which is emitted by the earth always, but we are too busy to listen to it. It is called Schumann's frequency. If you want to Google that, you can read more about it. So it is Schumann, Schumann resonance or frequency. Schumann. So it's Schumann's resonance, very low frequency vibration coming from Earth's electromagnetic field. Now, listening to it by being in the nature, in a quiet place, it's a very effective way to shift your awareness to self, to the real self. So if you want to meditate, this is one way of meditating by sitting out in the nature, listening to that. It's a very low frequency sound, but with practice, you should be able to at least connect with it somehow. Okay? Now, moving on to smell. Smell, the sense of smell linked to it. There is a very peculiar and very earthy smell that is emitted uh, when rainfall happens on a very dry surface of earth. And after the rain falls on a dry surface, there is a there is a scent that comes out from the earth's surface. Has anyone noticed that ever? Yes? What is that called? Anyone wants to try? There is a specific name to it. It's called petrichor. It's Petricor, petrichor. So that earthy smell is the natural and the most fragrant aroma. So you're all the perfumes on one side and petrichor on one side. Yeah. So that's one of the ways to develop your sense of smell. So you can connect to that also during summertime. And even if you don't want to wait for a rainfall to happen, you can, if you see a patch of dry earth, just pour some water on it and try to smell it. So it's really wonderful. Okay. And smelling the flowers and the plants around you, smelling the herbs around you, that is one way to connect to Mother Earth. Now, how can we relate this element to yoga and pranayama? So remember the how it is manifested in the body, the earth element through stability, through grounding, right? So yoga will be related to anything that is grounding, like tree pose, right? It could be like mountain pose, or it could be like a seated forward bend because maximum of the body is in contact with the ground. And it could be like malasana, garland pose, sitting with your feet wide and placing your hands on the heart, right? So all these grounding positions are connected to the earth element. Now, we have to be careful when we are using yoga positions, when we are practicing yoga positions. Pay attention to equal distribution of weight in your feet. Pay attention to engagement of your legs. Pay attention to the level of the hips. So you are going to bring your hips in a neutral position, not tilted, and equal distribution of weight throughout the soles of your feet. So these are few tips and tricks how you can bring in grounding into your body through the yoga poses, right? Okay, and pranayam. Pranayam will be mindful breathing and equal inhale and exhale. So this is how we can connect to earth through mindful breathing and inhale and exhale. So let's quickly practice that and then we will go from there. So mindful breathing and equal breathing. So one after the other. Sit with your back upright. Close your eyes. And for about 2 minutes, we are going to simply pay attention to the flow of breath. I'll just put on the timer. Okay, let's begin. Keeping your spine erect. Simply watch the breath, the flow of breath. Very gently, let's open our eyes. So when we are in mindful breathing or mindful breathing and meditation, We have to watch the flow of thoughts, only watch and nothing else. So we are only watching what type of thoughts or how many thoughts are entering my mind from where, and just be an observer of the thoughts entering and exiting the mind without paying any attention or without giving your energy to them. Your energy is diverted towards your breath only in mindfulness. That's all. So that is one way you can engage your mind towards your breath. Now equal inhale and exhale. Again, same position. Take couple of breaths in and out. When you begin to inhale the next time, count in your head to the count of 5. We will breathe in. Inhale to your maximum limit in 5 counts. Now begin to breathe out in 5 counts. For your reference, let me count verbally a couple of times. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out completely. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to empty your lungs and the rest of the body of the air that you have inhaled before. Now continue for another 1 minute, very slow, and keep counting inside your head. Coming back to your everyday breathing, and open your eyes very slowly. All right. Any questions about what we just learned or anything else related to the earth element? No?
Rupa, I had a question about walking outside in the winter.
Yeah?
We can't, take our shoes off. Is there any effect? I know it's not as good as, in the summer when you're barefooted, but is there any effect on being on a hard surface outside or to walk along the grass, or it's frozen, but is there any effect even though you have your boots on, or none at all?
With the boots on, there is no effect.
Okay.
Because as we discussed, all the boots, all the shoes, they have rubber soles. I mean, there's a huge market of shoes. But if we look at the spiritual and well-being side of it, the rubber soles, because it's a bad conductor of
Yeah.
electricity, it prevents the flow of electricity into the body.
Regardless of where we're walking. I see. Okay.
Yeah, regardless, yes.
Darn it.
Yeah. Thank you for your question. That was a
Thank you.
good one. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we have to make sure that the key points of the body are in touch with the ground. That is the idea behind grounding. And because grounding will always stabilize the body and mind. And it is going to simplify everything, all the hodgepodge that is happening in the body and mind. Because we are in direct contact with those negative free electrons, which our body really needs, and which can be naturally provided by the earth, because there is a unlimited supply of them in the earth. and it's ready to give it to us, provided we are in the right shape and the right form to receive it, right? So wearing things or disconnecting ourselves from the earth element um, is just going to deprive us from all these. And the positive ions, which are related to everything that we are using these days, is very harmful to the body and the mind. And hence um, we are coming across certain diseases which we have never heard before. It's just because of the continuous and reckless use of these gadgets and the screens, and we have Wi-Fi everywhere, internet and Wi-Fi, right? Whether we are in a flight, whether we are in a building or our homes or Tim Hortons or wherever, everywhere there is Wi-Fi. So everywhere we are exposed to those free radicals. And medicines can only help to a certain limit, and those are not natural. So we are intentionally and with ignorance, we are simply disconnected from nature. And we all have backyards, and even if we don't have backyards, we have the road in front of our house and we have the sidewalks. Even if you cannot find bare earth, just walk on the concrete. Something is better, right? Yeah. Thank you for your question. Any other question? No? All right. Thank you so much for attending this and listening to me patiently. And so we are going to end the session on earth element. Namaste and thank you very much. I'm going to allow me to end the recording and then we can go for the meditation.